You know, some riders just look cool as hell right out of the box from the first episode. Sometimes the color, the style, the theming, it just all comes together perfectly, and it makes for some sick-looking Kamen Riders. But which base rider forms look the best? That's what we're going to find out today with this list of the top 10 best-looking base rider forms. And of course, let me know your top 10 in the comments. Number 10, Kamen Rider Agito. Man, he just looks so classic. It's really hard to beat black and gold as a color scheme. They just fit together like peanut butter and jelly. I love how his antennae changes, opens up, and that's how you know that is really about to go down. He's in an interesting place being towards the beginning of the Heisei generation, and that he has a lot of classic Kamen Rider sensibilities with his suit, but it's still modern at the same time, which is a hard note to hit, but somehow they pulled it off. Number 9, Kamen Rider Black. He just looks down and dirty with no frills. I would describe his look as 80s neo-futuristic. You know, he's got a motorcycle helmet and he's got some armor plating, but he's also got a bunch of exposed wiring underneath it. Kind of gives a utilitarian sort of vibe to the suit. You know, like, he looks cool, but he's more about function than about fashion. And he looks extremely battle-worn. The crest on his chest is also extremely classic, and he kind of reminds me of Batman 1989, probably because the show came out around the same time. Number 8, Kamen Rider Wizard. You know, if you've ever played the game Destiny, he looks like a warlock, like an absolute space magician. He's very unique looking due to having the robe and the rings. That's not something you'll see on other riders. And his helmet looks like it's made out of a giant gemstone. With Wizard, I really just appreciate that they took such a risk. They took such a leap in styling, and they really tried to do something different. And I think they pulled it off. Number 7, Kamen Rider Hibiki. So Hibiki is a purple and red Oni, and purple and red is a unique enough combination on its own. When you add his horned Oni helmet onto that look, it just makes for a very striking and unique looking rider. Now this show does something that most of the other shows don't do, which is very uncommon, and that is that you oftentimes see the riders hinchined but without their helmet on. You know, Hibiki as a series had a lot of internal strife and problems, right? But the costume designers were not struggling with this series. The costume designers were doing just fine. Number 6, Kamen Rider Ghost. He has a unique orange color scheme with a unicorn horn and his little hoodie. He kind of looks like an orange Deadpool with a unicorn horn. And I really appreciate that they tried to make him look different than any of the other Kamen Riders. Uniqueness is always a thumbs up for me. Number 5, Kamen Rider Kiva. Man, he looks like a jacked up demon, right? This suit is one of the heaviest Kamen Rider suits of all time. And when you look how massive his upper body is, you kind of understand why. Red and black are always striking, and the yellow of his visor just peers into your soul and contrasts so well with the rest of the suit. He's got some chains, and he kind of reminds me of Spawn in a way. Probably the darkest, most evil-looking base rider of all time. Number 4, Kamen Rider Yuki. His coloring is extremely striking, with the red, black, and silver look, and his helmet mold is absolutely incredible. Like, whoever made the mold of this helmet, I would like to shake their hand, because it is effing phenomenal. His suit looks armored up. Like, he actually looks like he could take some damage, but not so bulky that he can't move, right? You know, he's got some versatility, and he can be nimble and move quickly, but he's armored enough to survive. Number 3, Kamen Rider build. Red, black, and blue is a great color combo, and the very nature of this show, with using the dual full bottles, lends itself to some wacky combinations, like Rabbit Tank, for example. And you know, build just looks really, really sleek and modern, and when this show came out, he looked pretty cutting edge, and I have to say that he has one of the coolest looking helmet molds of all time. Number 2, Kamen Rider Oz. So when we talk about Oz, first we have to talk about his sick helmet with the red wings. And then add to that the yellow and the green on his suit, and the big ol' circle on his chest that shows what metals he's using currently. It's just so visually striking, the color combination. But the thing is when Oz uses all 3 of the same type of metal, then his helmet changes and becomes unique. He has forms for nearly every color combo. All of the forms and combinations fit together and mostly look good together. If I had to make a bold statement, I would say that his helmet design is among the most iconic helmet designs in all of Kamen Rider. You know, not everybody could make the list, and it's time for some honorable mentions. And now, the number 1 best looking base Kamen Rider of all time, Kamen Rider W. And I'm gonna be real, it's because of green and purple. Yep, green and purple. I'm a sucker, and green and purple is like candy for my eyes. So that definitely gave W a good head start on the rest of the competition. He just looks really classic too. I dig the W-shaped medallion on his forehead. I love how the armor looks layered and plated. It's very unique from other riders. Also, did I mention green and purple? Oh, you say you don't like green and purple? Well, that's okay. Because the very nature of W is that he swaps colors for his left side or his right side, which leads to a lot of interesting color combinations and abilities. But for me, I'm down with the classic green and purple. So much so that I had to go out and get the SH Figure Arts figure of Kamen Rider W in Cyclone Joker form. And, you know, I might get another one. I don't know. If I decide that I hate money enough. We'll see. But anyway, guys, that's just my list. Let me know yours in the comments. It would mean a lot to me if you would smack the shit out of that like button. And I'll catch you next time. Bye!